The average side hustle pays about $885 a month. The median pays $200. 20 side hustles, ranked by what they actually pay per hour after the cost nobody puts in the thumbnail. Number 20 is the one advertised hardest, and it pays the least. Starting there. Number 20. Survey and Microtask apps. Market rate lands somewhere around $1 to $3 an hour. That is not a typo, and it is not the worst case. It is the ordinary case once you count the screening. You spend 6 minutes qualifying for a survey, get disqualified on question 9, and earn nothing for those 6 minutes. Unpaid screening time never appears in the advertised rate, and it is often the majority of the time spent. There is no skill accumulation here either. Hour 1000 pays exactly what hour 1 paid. That is the real test for any of these. Does the hour you work today make next year's hour worth more? If the answer is no, you have not built anything. You have rented out time at a bad rate. Number 19, and the advertised rate for it quietly excludes the part that takes the most time. Number 19, reselling. Market range often quoted at $10 to $15 an hour. The quote usually excludes sourcing. The listed price minus the purchase price is not your hourly rate. It is your gross margin on one item. The hours are in sourcing, photographing, listing, answering messages, packing, and handling returns. A $20 profit on an item that consumed 2.5 hours end to end is $8 an hour. People who do well at this have narrowed to one category and no pricing cold. That is real expertise. Generalists browsing thrift stores hoping to find something are doing an expensive hobby. The skill compounds here, unlike number 20, which is why it ranks higher despite similar starting pay. Number 18 has a gross number everyone quotes and a net number almost nobody calculates. Number 18. Food delivery. Gross often quoted at $12 to $18 an hour. Net is a different number. Fuel, maintenance, insurance, depreciation, and self-employment tax all come out of that gross figure. Depreciation is the one almost nobody subtracts, and on a personal vehicle, it is substantial. You are converting the resale value of your car into income and calling all of it profit. The federal mileage rate exists precisely because that cost is real and measurable. Use it. Run your own numbers with the mileage rate subtracted, and the picture usually changes considerably. The upside is genuine flexibility and immediate cash, which has real value for some situations. Number 17 carries a risk that has never once appeared in an earnings screenshot. Number 17. Rideshare. Same structure as delivery with higher gross and higher wear. Gross often quoted at $15 to $20 an hour. The vehicle cost per mile is higher because the miles are longer. Passenger miles put more wear on the vehicle than delivery miles do, and the insurance situation is more complex. Commercial coverage requirements vary by state, and personal policies frequently do not cover it. That is a real risk that does not appear in any earnings screenshot you have ever seen. Both of these rank low not because they are bad, but because nothing accumulates. Stop driving, income stops. Every hustle from here up has at least some element that keeps working after you stop. Number 16 is where the economics change completely once you stop starting from zero every time. Number 16. Pet sitting and dog walking. Market range roughly $15 to $25 an hour. The economics improve sharply once you have repeat clients, because acquisition is the expensive part. A first booking might cost you 2 hours of messaging and coordination. The 10th costs almost nothing, which means the advertised hourly rate understates a mature version of this and overstates a beginner version. That pattern applies to almost everything above this point on the list, and it is worth holding on to. You can also stack bookings geographically, walking multiple dogs in one route in one neighborhood. Stacking is the only real leverage in a time-based service, and it has a hard ceiling. Number 15 has a real skill floor, which is exactly why it pays more than the 3 below it. Number 15. Task and Handyman platforms. Market range roughly 18 to 25 an hour. Higher than delivery because it requires capability the platform cannot instantly replace. Assembly, mounting, moving, minor repair. Physical work with a real skill floor. The platform takes a cut and controls your access to customers, which caps how far this goes. People who do well eventually take clients off platform and become a small local business. That transition is where the actual money is, and the platform is the customer acquisition cost. Treating the platform as the destination rather than the entry point is the common mistake. Number 14 pays most people close to nothing, and the reason why is more interesting than the number. Number 14. Print on demand. The honest hourly rate for most people is near zero, and this needs explaining. This is not because it never works. It is because the earnings distribution is extremely skewed. A small number of designs earn most of the revenue in any given store. The rest are nothing. So an average across all sellers is meaningless. The median seller earns close to nothing. It ranks here rather than lower because the upside is uncapped and the work is genuinely reusable. A design uploaded once can sell for years without additional hours. That is real leverage. The catch is that you will probably need to make many before one works, and most people stop before that. Number 13 is misrepresented more than almost anything else in this category. Number 13. Affiliate content. Effective hourly pay is negative for months, then possibly good. This one is genuinely misrepresented more than almost anything else in the category. The income arrives long after the work, which makes the hourly calculation almost meaningless early on. You write 40 pieces, 36 do nothing for carry the account. That is the normal shape. If you quit at piece 20, your hourly rate for the entire effort is zero. Not low, zero. That is why the survival rate matters more than the rate. Most of the distribution is people who stopped. It ranks mid-list because the ceiling is real and the asset keeps earning. The floor is just brutal. Number 12 is the one where the effective hourly rate is frequently negative, and we will be specific. Number 12. Dropshipping. For most participants, the effective hourly rate is negative, and we will be specific. Negative means you spent money and time and ended with less than you started. That happens routinely here. The reason is that the model requires paid advertising, and paid advertising is a skill with a steep cost of learning. You are competing on ad buying against people who do this professionally, with more data and more budget. The product is not proprietary. Anyone can list it, so the only differentiator is the advertising. It ranks above dropshipping adjacent nothing because the skill you accidentally learn, paid acquisition, is valuable. Many people who fail at this end up employable in performance marketing, which pays considerably better. Number 11 has real per piece rates. The problem is how many pieces you actually get. Number 11. User-generated content for brands. Per-piece rates are real. Consistency is the problem. A single video for a brand can pay meaningfully. Getting a predictable number of them per month cannot be assumed. So the hourly rate on a good month looks excellent, and the hourly rate on a slow month looks like zero. Averaging across a year is the only honest way to look at it, and almost nobody presenting this does that. The work itself is real production work. Scripting, filming, editing, revisions requested by the client. Revisions are the hidden cost. A rate that looked good becomes mediocre after the third round of changes. Negotiating a revision limit into the agreement is the single highest leverage thing you can do here. Number 10 is where this list crosses a line, and everything above it breaks a constraint the rest cannot. Number 10. Digital templates and downloadable products. Front-loaded work, then genuinely passive. You build once, and it sells while you do nothing. That is the definition of leverage, and it is real here. The distribution is skewed the same way print on demand is. Most products sell almost nothing. But the marginal cost of an additional sale is zero, which changes the mathematics fundamentally. A physical hustle has a cost per unit forever. A digital one has a cost of zero after the build. That is why everything in the top 10 of this list has a digital or expertise component. Time for money has a hard ceiling. Everything above this line breaks that constraint somehow. Number 9 is boring, steady, and pays better than everything we have covered so far. Number 9. Bookkeeping. Market range roughly 25 to 45 an hour, and it is steady. Steady is underrated. The variance on this list matters as much as the headline rate. A predictable $30 an hour beats a wildly variable rate that averages higher for most people. Clients here are recurring by nature. Books need doing every month, forever, for as long as the business exists. Recurring revenue means acquisition cost is paid once and amortized across years. There is a certification path that raises the rate, and it is short relative to most professional credentials. That is the pattern for everything in the top 10, a credential or a portfolio that others cannot instantly copy. Number 8 contains one sentence that is worth more than the rest of this video combined. Number 8. Social media management. Market range roughly 25 to 50 an hour, often billed monthly. Monthly retainers are where this gets interesting because your effective hourly rises as you get faster. Bill by the hour, and improving makes you poorer. Bill by the outcome, and improving makes you richer. That single sentence is worth more than most of the rest of this video. The risk is scope creep. Retainers expand quietly until you are doing 3 times the original work. Written scope, defined deliverable count, and a change process. That is the whole defense. Freelancers who last have this. Freelancers who burn out usually did not. Number 7 has a range so wide that the two ends are effectively different professions. Number 7. Video editing. Market range roughly 30 to 75 an hour depending on specialization. The range is wide because generic editing and specialized editing are different markets entirely. Generic editing competes globally on price, and the floor keeps dropping as tools improve. Specialized editing competes on outcome, and outcome is much harder to commoditize. Someone who edits only one format for one industry and knows what performs is not competing on price. Narrowing feels like giving up market. It is actually how you stop competing with everyone. That principle applies to every single entry in the top 10 of this list without exception. Number 6 has the largest spread on this list, and the reason is not skill. Number 6. Copywriting. Market range roughly 40 to 100 an hour, with an enormous spread. The spread exists because copywriting attached to measurable revenue is priced completely differently. Writing a blog post is a cost to the client. Writing a sales page that converts is an investment. Same skill, same hours, different position in the client's accounting. That is the entire pricing difference. Which is why the advice to specialize keeps appearing. It is not about passion. It is about attribution. If you can point at a number and say that moved because of my work, you set your own rate. If you cannot, you are priced against everyone else who also cannot. That is the whole mechanism. Number 5 has the highest barrier so far, and the barrier is exactly why the rate holds. Number 5. Freelance web and app development. Market range roughly 50 to 125 an hour. High rate, high barrier, and a longer runway before you can charge the top of that range. The rate is defensible because the client cannot verify quality easily and cannot easily replace you mid-project. Switching costs are real here in a way they are not for most services on this list. That is genuine pricing power, and pricing power is what actually separates the top of this list from the bottom. The risk is scope and specification. Fixed-price projects with vague requirements destroy hourly rates. Hourly or milestone-based, with a written specification. That is the defense, and it is the same defense as number 8. Number 4 is the highest-paying thing most people can realistically learn, and it has a real downside. Number 4. Paid advertising management. Market range roughly 60 to 150 an hour. The rate is high for one reason. The work has a direct, measurable, undeniable link to revenue. You spent this. It returned that. There is no argument about value because the number is right there. Every service that can demonstrate that link prices at the top of its category. Every one that cannot does not. The barrier is that you can lose client money quickly and visibly, and that is a real professional risk. Which is why this is not an entry point. It is where people arrive after learning somewhere cheaper. Remember number 12. Failed dropshippers frequently end up here. The skill transferred even though the venture did not. Number 3 is the highest verified range we could source anywhere. Number 3. Specialized consulting in marketing, finance, or technology. 75 to 150 an hour and up. This is the highest verified platform range we could source, and the plus sign at the end is doing real work. Above a certain level, consulting stops being priced hourly at all and starts being priced per engagement. At that point, the hourly rate becomes a number you calculate afterwards, not one you quote. The requirement is a track record someone can verify, not a certificate, evidence of an outcome. Which takes years, and that is the honest barrier. There is no version of this that starts on Monday. Anyone selling you a fast path to this is selling the course, not the outcome. Number 2 is not a side hustle at all. It decides whether any of the others work for you. Number 2 is not a side hustle. It is the number that decides whether any of the others work for you. Bankrate put the average monthly side hustle income at $885 and the median at $200. LendingTree found an average of $1,215 and a median of $400. Different surveys, same shape. The average is roughly 3 to 4 times the median in both. That gap means a small number of high earners are pulling the average up, and most people are far below it. Another survey, the Penny Hoarder, reported a much higher median. We are including it because it disagrees with us. Surveys differ on who they ask and what counts as a side hustle. Anyone quoting one number is hiding that. Number 1 is the answer nobody sells a course about, and that is precisely why it is number 1. Number 1. The highest paying side hustle available to you is almost always the thing you already do at work. Same skill, sold directly. You skip the years of building a track record because you already have it. Every rate on this list is set by how hard you are to replace. Your existing expertise is your entire advantage. That is unglamorous, unsellable as a course, and the reason it appears at number 1 instead of number 20. The average side hustle pays $885 a month. The median pays $200. The difference is leverage. What are you actually earning per hour after costs? Not gross. Post your real number in the comments. Real numbers from real people are more useful than any survey, and this comment section can be that. The Profit Pilot. Honest money math, no promises, sources on screen. This is educational information, not financial advice. No income is guaranteed, and every range here is a market range, not a result. Next week, the cost that quietly eats most side hustle income before you ever see it. If you sat through 22 minutes of unglamorous math, you are exactly who this channel is for. Subscribe. One more time, because it is the number this entire video was built around. The average side hustle pays about $885 a month. The median pays $200.